My ultimate goal is for you to leave here feeling excited, empowered, and inspired to step back in that classroom come August. My name is Kim Strobel, and I'm a motivational speaker and an education consultant. Strobel Education was really born out of my desire to marry the world of education, which is best practice, research-based strategy instruction, things that we know work for students, with the world of happiness, which happens to be a topic that I've researched, explored, studied, and investigated for the last 10 years. I think that anybody who chooses the profession of teaching, if we want to be real and we want to be honest, you don't choose this profession because you work from 8 to 3 p.m. You get summers off. You certainly don't choose this profession because of the big paycheck that you're going to earn. I believe that this profession is really all about the heart. That if you choose this profession, you have chosen to serve. You have chosen to impact and make a difference in the life of a child. And I know no other profession that is as noble and sacred as teaching. I want to talk to you about the 3 kinds of passion because I think that it's really important that we find that passion. I see teachers who are just working. You see their cars in the parking lot in the evenings. You see the cars there 2 hours before work begins. You see them there on the weekends. And so what I really feel like is just in general, I just think we're out of balance. I know that we have to get our teachers feeling empowered again. So we know that when we can't find that fire for our content, that we have to rely on that professional passion, because to enter our classroom with anything less than a burning desire to teach that content, so when I'm going in there to teach my historical fiction, I am fired up about it, okay? Because I'm relying on that professional passion. And getting them confident and to have the courage to re-enter the classroom and to show up and bring that joy, that happiness, that excitement to their students on a daily basis. But we know that students have to have multiple opportunities to practice what you just taught them, because 3 to 5 students get it every time you deliver it. You deliver instruction and 3 to 5 kids get it. So you got to deliver it again and again and again, and you have to reinforce it in your small guided reading groups, and you have to reinforce it in your literacy stations. You must first touch the heart before you can ever teach the mind. So if we can remember that in our classrooms, that it really begins with relationships. It really begins about digging deep at the core of who that child is and helping them discover what it is that they have to give to the world. And I want to do this for teachers. I want teachers to really remember what they were called to do, that, you know, they have this inside of them. We just have to take them back and help them remember, what was your reason? What was your purpose behind choosing this profession? So I love when it's time to do the persuasive writing unit and the argumentative writing unit. I love possessive nouns because I'm a junkie, an English junkie. And I bring a tremendous amount of energy. How to teach kids how to it's just who I am. I'm just like this big ball of energy. I just feel very driven. I feel very driven to give of myself and to make sure that that energy and that zest for life is showing up in my presentations. But the other part about Kim Strobel is that I'm not going to do anything unless it's fun. You're drawn to people who carry that light about them, right? That energy, that zest for life. See, what I'm really after is I want you to leave my workshop and I want you to have a spring in your step. And I want you to feel inspired to step back in that classroom and connect with your students. And so when I go in and I work with teachers, a big part of what I do is weaving this happiness, this positivity, this research on what makes us bring and show up and present our very best self on a daily basis. And as I've done that with teachers, I find they're really hungry for that. They really want to learn and know, how do I bring that zest back into my life? How do I flourish, not just in my classroom, but also in my life? And teachers are always saying to me, just tell me how many minutes am I supposed to do this? You're gonna see that I'm wild and I'm crazy and I move around and I stand on chairs and I jump and I scream and I yell and I laugh. But you're also going to see that I get my teachers up and moving too, and I get them connecting with one another and with me. And so the way that I also do that is I reveal who I am. I have a story. I have a story behind everything and every experience that I've encountered in life, and I'm not afraid to peel those layers away and show them who I am. I'm somebody who's very interested in cultivating happiness in people. I'm kind of a happiness researcher, seeker. I interview people who I find are thriving in life, who have lots of meaning and purpose. Only those who dare greatly are going to achieve greatly. And so that's what I'm talking about when I say courage, the courage to show up and be who you are and bring a part of yourself to those students on a daily basis.